Pixar's Up is such a classic and awesome movie, and I think when a lot of people speak about it, it really is something that still holds a place in their heart, especially with its story at the beginning. I think a lot of people and most of us remember those first 5 minutes of the movie with Carl and Ellie, and it just touches your heartstrings. But that was the magic of Pixar back in the day. And I think when Lego announced this set with the Up House, it was really just something so special that they are going to make in Lego. And the best part was them adding minifigures. Now, when they had the lineup for the minifigures, I think when you look at it, only Kevin is kind of missing, but they did give us the best companion, and that is our boy Doug here. I think this is just this is just one of the greatest unique molds to get. And this is not just my bias of having a Labrador. No, this is Golden Retriever, but yeah, having Doug in Lego form is awesome. Now, the house itself does come with sort of the facade of the outside. You do have the balloons at the top, which I'll show in a bit. And then you have a little bit of the interior. Now, it was quite cramped in there, but they did give you the necessary items. So let's quickly take a closer look, and then we'll just have some final thoughts at the end. So the exterior of the house is really cool with all those funky colors for the different parts and pieces. And this was a house that Carl and Ellie built for themselves and is really just uniquely captures the characters as well. You can see we have the balloons at the top, quite a lot of them. I don't think it was as many as there is in the movie. And we've got that famous blue rooster piece here. And then also a little bit of the porch and the fire hydrant coming below. So you can see the front door there, that can open and close, and is a sticker, unfortunately. But also, I do like the way that they built up the rounding here for this side with the windows. It really is cool when we see unique shapes in Lego, especially round ones. Then even here through the window, you can see the jar where they saved up for their trip, which unfortunately did not end up happening. So around the back, you've got 3 different locations from the house. You've got the attic up here with the TV that they used to watch all of Carl's Muntz's adventures. Then you've got a storage box. On this side, you have their bed and you have a portrait. I believe this is of Ellie. Then we also have this funky looking portrait here. Now all of those are stickers. You have the back of the door with all the locks for Carl keeps the people out. And then this side, we have our Paradise Fall bottle from the other side. You can see that's a nicely printed piece. You've got this record player, and it's really cool how the back piece is made up from a hat. And then we also have Carl's chair and a little bit of the ornament pieces. And then we also have that sticker for where the house ends up at the end. And just for a little bit of a closer look, you can see some of their photos there as well. Then you get this extra funky side piece build. Here you get this extra funky side piece build for Carl's job where he made the balloons. Got your helium canister here, and I'm guessing all of the balloons at the top of the roof came from this one. And then obviously we have our squirrel because Doug needs to say the famous line. We also get Carl and Ellie's adventure book. So it's a sticker at the front, and then they just have the usual Disney Once Upon a Time printed piece on the inside. Then for Carl, we've got this very snazzy suit for him. He's got the medium legs, which is nice to get. And then we do have the great badge that he's wearing at this moment. Also, he's got a very grumpy face. And for his walker, I really would have wished that we could have gotten those printed in the green for the tennis balls, but it does work. Around the back, he does have printing on the back torso and a much happier dual-sided face printing. Now, Russell has a really nice print for his torso as well with all of his badges that he's collected for Wildlife Adventure. He's also got really nicely dual molded legs there. Those are the short ones. He's got a very happy smile face, and I do love that the cap and hair combo there. It's really great when we do get these molds for our Lego pieces, and he's got his whole kit and tool pack here on the back. Then removing that, there is a little bit of printing on the back, as well as a second, even happier face than before. And lastly, we have Doug, which I spoke so much about in the intro. He's got really nicely printed eyes on. He's got that very big nose, and all of these are colored as well, which it's just great to get a figure like this. And he's in his sitting position. So as you can see, the Up House is a really nice set, and it was also not too bad of a price when it came out. This is a retired set now, but it did have a little bit of the Disney tax, but not as bad as other sets. And getting these characters in minifigure form and having that classic house is it's just awesome. It's really great when we get these kinds of sets. And it would be really cool if in the future maybe we can even get a UCS kind of version of this set. A collectible for 18 plus with maybe Kevin included in there. But that does it for today's review. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. And comment below, which movie would you love them to make in Lego form from Disney? And then we'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.